Speaking about, olive oil's history in Italy, it goes back thousands of years, going back to the time, like they say, the Greeks introduced it into Italy 3,000 years ago. In fact, the northernmost place in the world where olives grow happens to be in Italy. When you see a bottle of olive oil and it's a clear bottle, sometimes the producer wants you to see the color. This in itself can cause a problem for the longevity of the olive oil because light, whether it's sunlight, fluorescent light, any light, will directly affect the olive oil. You have 4 enemies to olive oil. Oxygen, light. It's very sensitive to light. Heat. In tasting olive oil, the proper temperature in tasting olive oil is probably around 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Storing olive oil, you want to make sure that the temperature has usually around 52 to 65 degree range Fahrenheit. And finally, the 4th enemy of olive oil is time. From the moment the olive oil is bottled, there'll be an 18-month, what we call expiration date on the purchase of that oil. This is an Italian regulation. First thing you do in tasting olive oil, hold the cup, sort of bring the temperature a little bit, covering it, gently making it a little bit warmer. And the first thing you do, bring it to your nose and try to get the full aroma. The true way of tasting olive oil in evaluating it is by putting just a few drops on your tongue and breathing in. This particular olive oil, a little bit buttery beginning, sits like melted butter on your tongue. This quality olive oil, I wouldn't subject it to heat. Placing it on a skillet and to saute some vegetables or cook some foods, you'll find a couple of things happening. One, because it's a low tolerance to heat, it starts to burn very quickly, starts to smoke, it starts to overwhelm the flavor of your food. Another important factor in olive oil is when the olives are harvested. How are they harvested? They're harvested by hand. Did they touch the ground? Once the olive touches the ground, it creates a different characteristic. They pick up things from the ground, and this gets translated into the olive oil, and it's not really good. The olive oil harvest ranges between October and December in Italy. You're going to have olives that are harvested in, say, the middle of October, which is going to be very intense and strong, and then olives that are harvested in the beginning of December, and it's going to have a much more softer palate. This has a subtitle here. It says Robusto. You know what the Robusto bean is in coffee. So Robusto, right. So be prepared for a very strong finish and pepper finish at the end. What does that mean? Unfiltered. After they press the olives, now you'll feel that real pepper finish at the end. Got to really grab my foot. You know what I would use this one for? For me, this would be a great olive oil right on a brodo, right on the soup. You put it on raw, right? You have your bowl of soup, drizzle a little bit on, or on legumes. This is exceptional for any kind of beans, nice bean salad. You see the diversity of these olive oils, but yet the quality stands out on all of them, on how they really excel. Thank you.
I don't speak English with it.